Hi everyone, having to go live on my public feed. For some reason, my group alignment, the live video, there's no button for the live video, it's disappeared. If anyone knows where that is, or because I don't know if they've upgraded it again, but I can't find the live button. It's sometimes there, sometimes isn't. Very strange. But anyway, we're here. So, solidarity. Obviously, you know, if you've listened to videos before, we know what's going on now. We understand that there is collective subconscious energy moving, you know, through our body now, through our cells, through our nervous system, our immune system, and it's triggering a lot of miasms in the body. And there's a lot of people sick at the moment, especially with the chest. Now, this is another round of what COVID was initiated, which was to transform collective grief that we've been carrying for thousands of years, really. And so it's another chance for that to release, because a lot of people didn't listen in COVID. You know, they're just worried about getting back out in the physical world, but really not taking the time for the introspection and the self-inquiry. So we've been given another chance, and that's also being pushed forward because the feminine frequency is re-establishing itself, as we know, and it's in its third year of that first trilogy, or the first 3 years of that initiation and grounding. The message I'm going to read off was channeled literally half an hour ago. Okay, it's from the Viridian Consciousness that I work with. It's very apt. Listen to the messages, do the small meditations that they suggest. It will assist you through this process. Because most people aren't informed of what's going on. They feel pain, they feel out of sorts, they're feeling depressed, you know, they're feeling anxious, anxiety, fatigue, and it's tumultuous, and there's a lot of things going on, and we're really not aware. So Spirit are really trying to simplify things, just give people very simple techniques. But as I say to all the students on the courses, you know, the power lies in simplicity. As we know, you know, the mind is convoluted. So much of what we do. So this frequency is, again, when it moves through the body, it's trying to establish a connection down through the earth chakra to move into the ground, because we really should be like trees, but conduits for consciousness. So, you know, that's the whole point of being here. So that's where the heaven and earth analogy comes from. But, you know, once that soul is awakened consciously within you and around you, because in truth, you're encapsulated in that soul energy anyway. We're holographic imprints of ourselves here. And so that frequency is looking for acknowledgement. So because what's happening now is that this energy is shaking up, it's triggering all these emotions. People don't understand what's going on. There's a lot of fear. Obviously, the disease and illness is tripling. Many people are speaking about this time, you know, obviously a lot of people are going to leave the planet because they're just not awake, or refusing to awake, or resisting the change. That's okay, you know, that's fine. You know, we're coming enough off the planet all the time, you know, we're just here for a millisecond, really. And so that's okay, you know, that's on the big scheme. But really, it's finding peace through this chaos, and being, you know, centered in the eye of the storm, and really just surrendering to that frequency around you, that soul energy. It's a very, very exciting time if you can see beyond the chaos. If you can go underneath it, this is a very exciting time. It's amazing. There's so much going on transformation-wise. You know, we could talk about it on many levels, but ultimately we have to be focused on our emotional bodies this year. That's the prime goal, is the emotional body, because once that's cleared, you will get impressions of that soul energy, because you're not so heavy anymore. Because, you know, when you work with frequency, the vibrations, it's very light. Obviously, we're very dense here. So the lighter we can be at the cellular level, the more information, consciousness, energy can move through us and also awaken us, because obviously our intention is what moves everything. So it's really about having the right intention of and also putting up your hand and saying, well, you know, actually I don't know, and that's okay. Because actually when you let go of not knowing, or believing you think you know something, and believe we really don't here, that in itself shakes up polarity. And so when that polarity is shaken up, you start to have that oscillation, and you start to feel through misinformation, misalignment, misunderstanding. And then because we're already powerful, already perfect, you sort of just awaken that energy that's already within you. And that's the beauty about understanding who we are, that you're already perfect. There's nowhere to ascend. We're not going into 5D. We're just awakening our souls around us consciously. And that is that's the way we're bringing our energy back into ourselves. So it's about walking this path as a conscious human being, but consciously aware of the soul energy and the non-physical reality, because that's where we're heading to. No one can deny that any longer. That's our truth anyway. So really, don't think about getting off the planet, that you have to be some super being. You're already that perfect being. You just need to be centered, still, present, grounded. That is what's going to allow you to move through this tumultuous time with ease and comfort, but also navigating and realizing, okay, yeah, this is all going on around me, but I'm solid, I can handle it. And also trust, because the soul is not going to give you anything you can't handle. The mind is going to freak out, because it always does. That's okay. And the mind likes to attach to the emotion you're feeling, and then you create a scenario that, you know, the world's going to end, I'm going to die, and all the rest of it, and whatever else we say to ourselves. But this is an illusion. It's misinformation. The mind has been programmed, it's conditioned. You know, and even if you just sit and think about the belief systems that you have, if you really sat and felt those belief systems, you go, actually, I don't even actually believe that. So just, it's about taking time to ground and just recheck in with yourself this year, because the more you can just surrender to that frequency that's already moving through you, that's the powerful, that's the consciousness that put you on the planet. That's the consciousness that creates a physical universe. It's so powerful, it's very, very intelligent. So why wouldn't you surrender to that? So it's about shifting your mindset this year and just going, okay, I don't know, and that's okay. I'm just going to sit and allow myself to receive what I already know, okay? So less is more, as we always say, especially as we're moving through this time. But, you know, we want you to feel the excitement as well. Spirit want you to feel the excitement. They want to feel that joy coming from within. Yes, it's all going crazy. I'm feeling all these emotions, but that's okay. That's all part of transformation, okay? If you didn't feel it, we wouldn't evolve. So really, it's all about evolution as well and awakening, all right? So I'm going to read off this message. As I said, I only literally just channeled. I didn't get my PA to edit it, but it's all good. Right. Okay, so solidarity, union, consolidation, rhetoric. The foundation of one's omnipresent awareness, solidifying this coming year. It highlights a fundamental shift in people's awareness. The time of questioning is over. Human beings must surrender in the moment to their emotions. That is the way forward. It's time for action. It's time to make a stand. You are not your voice in your head. If you continue to listen to its narrative, it will be hard to navigate what is moving through all of you. The subconscious mind is opening whether you agree with it or not. The Aborigines of Australia have initiated a low humming sound with a beat every few seconds. In essence, it is a tone to awaken the snake. Now the snake, when they're talking about the snake here, this is about the transformation. It's about shredding the old self, okay? The snake is also representing a powerhouse of consciousness here. So it's an awakening of very old light energy, that when that energy emits itself and vibrates on the human plane or the physical plane, the shadow has to look at itself, because in truth the shadow is only light that's turned away from itself and it's now looking at its shadow. So there is no good and evil, there's only light and the way it's turned and it's looking at itself. So when this frequency holds, the snake actually holds that, because when we see a snake, we're like, oh, hang on, you're very wary. And that's the frequency that's doing, but that's light on itself. That's its own shadow component with itself. So it's saying, I'm here, be wary. You have to now look. So this, you can talk about that on many levels, all right? But that's when they talk about the snake. So the snake means different things at different times, but that's fundamentally what that means when it's saying awaken the snake. So through this vibrational tone, you can connect with the mother force. It works directly in the sacral chakra, but also it's clearing frenetic energy around the entire southern hemisphere. The waters of the south are aligning with the divine feminine consciousness to balance the conflict of the north, but more importantly is helping people let go of stress in the cellular body and nervous system. The northern hemisphere is awakening the throat chakra. The tone for this transformation is emanating through the Himalayas. The northern hemisphere is still in conflict, refusing the feminine frequency. Ancient frequencies are awakening in the ice mountains of Antarctica, igniting the Earth's ley lines with the blue ray. The blue ray will initiate a conversation with the two hemispheres to ease the tension, so the shadow energy can separate and see itself. By July, this will be in full force. We feel the stress in your human bodies because you all know something is wrong with yourself deep down, and also as a collective planetary issue, and the not knowing is causing stress and anger to build up in your bodies. We suggest you sit with the element of rock. As you tune into rock, imagine its frequency moving into your cells, almost like a heavy stone, and just witness the erratic polarization becoming still. Then drop your full consciousness and body down into the center of the earth within the crystal caves. Through this imagination exercise, you will receive healing on a cellular level. You will not only feel better, but your intuition will heighten, allowing a more tangible approach to your self-inquiry journey. But also answer some of those questions that have been swinging around in your minds. Listen to tribal drumming over these next few months. It will assist your energy bodies to shake up and release restriction. Meditate on the sun, directly in the sun. Just close your eyes, meditate on the sun, and call forth a full transformation of everything that has been denied or repressed in your subconscious. All tones and vibrational sounds are there to assist you now. So use your intuition and find what feels right for you to listen to. Okay? So, yeah, just rewind the video, to if you to get to understand what the to remember the meditation. Sorry, and so yeah, so listen. Just when these things come, they're there to assist us. Again, they're very, very simple exercises, but very, very powerful. And we're finding, even when I'm doing the teachings now on the courses, that the hardest thing is getting the mind to unlearn very bad behaviors, and also understanding, because we're not taught simplicity on this. We're taught that everything has to be convoluted. We have to do all this study and programming, and unfortunately that is actually what's pulling us away from our own true selves now. So everything is simple. So when you keep it simple, you allow energy to move through you, because the mind doesn't understand the simplicity. So in actual fact, it's all okay, I don't understand it, so I'll let go. So you have those sort of epiphany moments, but really you just have to, like I said, the techniques, the meditations, very simple. You just need to have the right intention before you do anything, obviously. And just allow that energy to move through. You will feel it. You will absolutely feel it. Spirit don't just send these messages, as something to say. Their consciousness, and they have meaning and they have feeling. So if you're ready for transformation, then obviously follow that path, because every human being needs to wake up now. We have to wake up. We're in that time. It's a universal directive. It's way beyond all the crap that you read on the news and this whole narrative that we believe we're telling ourselves. You know, this is about consciousness. This is about why we're actually on the planet in the first place, why we even dropped into physicality, why we even lost ourselves in this illusion. You know, we come back now. We're on everything's cyclical. We've just come back to a time where we now have to initiate our light body awareness again, and that means shredding all the old earth. And on a micro level, that is this our denied, repressed trauma. It's our subconscious and our emotional bodies. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you all again very soon. Take care.